Flexx Luther, Morgan sneaker room. So much soul about to bust out the room. All different flavors, way more than 32. From these shoes, you can't mess with these dudes. Nike Reeboks, about soccer knees. Golden Goose is on dude.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Soul Brothers, hosted by yours truly, Flexx Luther, and none other than the Morgan Sneaker Room. What's up? What's new? And how you feeling, my guy?
What is up, man? I'm doing good. Feeling good. Happy to be here.
Oh yeah, another year.
Another year. Yeah. This is the first episode we're recording in 2025, right?
Yeah, I was talking about my birthday, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Today's your birthday. I already sent you the happy birthday text.
Bro said. Yeah, it's our first time.
So my birthday was on
the second
3 days ago. Yeah.
Yep.
And today's your birthday. So happy birthday. How does it feel? Yeah. How does it feel being
25 still? But how does it feel being 25 still? It feels amazing, man. Feel as young as I did last year, so all is well.
No, you definitely. Oh yeah, I forgot. You don't give out any personal information about yourself.
No, I don't.
That's fine. That's cool. That's all good.
If they really want to know, they just do the math, and you know.
But you're not 25.
Says who?
The year you were born. You were born in 85.
Whoa. I think you got me confused with Haas.
That's right. So let's start.
Go
ahead.
Wait for getting into that, because I do want to shout Haas out. So, like I always do my rounds. I'm always watching and listening. So sometimes I listen and watch, especially if it's like an in studio episode. And when I was listening to this episode, the video was at, I believe, 505 views. When I went to go watch it, it was at 16,000. So, shout out to Haas, man. He's really doing his thing right now. I think that's his second video that's reaching over 10K.
Yeah.
And it's hard to do that, especially when you're doing like long form content, like an hour long, to get that many views. It's not easy. So shout out to Haas from My First Kicks.
Yeah, shout out Haas for sure.
Congratulations on that.
Our episode with him, our first episode our first joint episode with him was like 2-3 years ago, like recently.
I think it was like on the same week that he was on our episode or something like that.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. So, always got a lot of respect for Haas, and congratulations on 200 episodes. He had the Kid Marrow on there, which was
dope.
A fantastic guest, and
it worked well.
For sure.
I like the way he's pivoting. Even though he's having people that like may not be huge in sneakers, or like I ain't gonna say just not knowable. I've known for sneakers. They're known for everything.
Yeah.
He's still meshing it very well.
Yeah.
It's like I'm listening to the episodes and I'm like, okay, it's not like I didn't get my sneaker fix. It's kind of like a sneaker fix, and I'm getting whatever the guest has to bring. So that's dope.
Yeah, 100%. So congratulations to Haas. Congratulations to My First Kicks podcast. That's awesome.
So let's get into it.
Let's start off with
what's on feet.
What's on feet today?
So I wore the UNC
yes,
blue
you
threes.
did. Yes, sir.
If you see my picture that I posted, I really didn't want to post a picture, but I was like, I guess I'm part of social media now. I guess I got to post every year. So it's just like, whatever, take a picture and I'm gonna post it.
Yeah.
So like my clothes weren't fixed. To me it was a terrible picture, but it is what it is. But yeah, I wore the UNC.
That's a great shoe. That's a really good shoe.
Beautiful shoe.
Yeah. So in Indianapolis, we are in the middle of a snowstorm, and
cool.
Like right now, it's real cool. And so, I think we're like 6 inches of snow right now. So.
That's crazy.
I wore my first pair of Salomons in the snow. Yeah, that's what these are for.
Oh, they're for the snow.
Rugged, not necessarily snow, but like it's like they're rugged. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is the XT XT Voyager. I think is a new model from Solomon. This is my first pair of Solomons. This is a Kith collab, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for the listeners, this is I got the black pair of the XT 4K, and then I got the XT Voyager. I like them. They're very comfortable. But I'm trying to. This is kind of my style and kind of not my style. It's very. It's. I don't want to say high tech, but it's got like. I mean, it's made for functionality. Yeah. I think they look pretty cool too with the zipper on the side. I'm still debating.
I've never really been a zipper guy. A no lace zipper guy. I've never. That's never really my thing.
You're not rocking with the Sunders. The Sunders have laces though. Yeah,
but again, I'm not with the zipper thing. I do. There are pairs that I like. Besides the kids, the immigrants. I mean, that's everyone's favorite right now. It's like a white pair. It's like a snowy white pair. I really like, and there's a glacier blue one that I like. Yeah. I mean, if I do get a pair, it's gonna be one of those three: kids, the immigrants, that blue pair, or that white pair, and I'm
like good. A Carolina blue pair.
Yes.
I think I have those. That's crazy. I think I have them, but I'm not 100% sure.
That is, and that's why I never really could pull the trigger on a pair of gloves.
Yeah, because of the you can wear them like undressed.
They did know. I remember they released a pair without it. I forgot what they were called. It was the glove, but without the glove.
Well, that was the glove too. That was the second pair. So it just didn't have the shroud on it, but like that was a completely different model.
No. There's a glove.
Look at the Gary Payton too. Oh, there is.
Yeah, I gotta look it up.
Look. See that look? That's why it's good. I got the iPad now, man.
So okay, good. Yeah, let you do some work for once, you know.
Glove, Nike,
exposed. Good God, bro! You ain't been on that iPad none, huh? You should have been up that in there. I'm a Nike.
See, I'm not seeing it.
Nike.
I'm not seeing it.
Gloved, exposed.
What I can do, I can search GP2. Okay.
I might be wrong. Wouldn't be the first.
GP2 Nike. So you're talking about? See if it comes up. You talking about these?
Yeah, those are it.
Yeah, that's the Nike Air Zoom G.
Okay. So yeah, I did see those pair, and I kind of wanted to get those just because I wanted to get the glove, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't know at the time how they would look if you exposed them, because a lot of people weren't wearing them like that. When the glove released, they just kept it zipped up. So
yeah, you talking about back in like 2012, 2013, 2014, that
you didn't really see nobody with the exposed part. So like I was like, I don't know what they look like exposed, and I didn't buy a pair. So and obviously I didn't watch basketball, so I didn't know what they look like exposed. But yeah. So first thing we want to talk about today is did you already show your shoe? Oh yeah.
It's the XT Voyager. Yeah. So we got a little situation going on TikTok where we have been. I mean, I guess we have been asked, or I have been asked, not to mention a certain creator. Well, I haven't. I've been asked not to mention Valley Boy Kicks in any.
Oh, I was going to say we definitely mentioned it in Nice Today.
Yeah, right. Like, I was asked in a text message to Flexx. Not to mention Valley Boy Kicks, and that didn't sit right with me. I respected it at first. I respected it. Like
that's the crazy part, because when I told you about that, you did like a whole live rant, I think on that episode, and I took it out.
You did, yeah. You took it out.
The reason why I take it out, because I want to read, to the people that's listening. I'm gonna read what I said to him. I'm like, "What's up, man? I just got off work. Respect you reaching out. Maybe you should reach out to Morgan, and y'all can talk through the situation as well. I can't control what he does on his platform, but for mine and Soul Brothers platform, you won't hear your name mentioned in a negative or malicious way moving forward. You have my word. Appreciate that. Same to you and yours. Happy holidays, Valley." That was what I sent to him.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, like I said, you moving forward, we're not gonna say, like it's not gonna be mentioned. And even if you do mention it, it's not gonna get put out.
Right.
And you was aware of that.
Yeah. And you know, I mean, this is a podcast that talks about the sneaker community and sneaker, and you know, we talk about like people in sneakers, and we talk about sneakers, and for a relatively big sneaker creator who's still making content on TikTok to say, don't talk about me because whatever. I mean, I'm going to read the text message he sent to you. I mean, that's just,
Nah, don't, we ain't gonna do it like that.
Well, hey,
we're not gonna do it like that.
To keep it, I mean,
if he wants to let show the people what he sent to me, that's cool. But I'm not gonna do it. But I can't share what I sent.
So, anyways, he had an issue. He had an issue with, he said that he said something real nasty to somebody. I said it wasn't cool. This was probably in the last spring.
Yeah.
Said it wasn't cool. And then he made a video saying that he was off of TikTok, right? And I made a joke because he had been coming at me like all winter because he got that award, right? Yeah. He got the Scotty Award, and
Influencer of the year, and I think
right. And so, in an award show that you created and then I helped with, he won that award, and it was I thought some fun back and forth jabbing, right? And then he kept going, and this becomes a theme, right? Where he just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. And so he kept going. I was all right, this was getting kind of lame. But he kept going. And then in the spring, he went off on another creator, on a much smaller creator, and was calling him fat, all this other stuff. And I didn't know about that part, but I saw a video that he made where he said that he was off TikTok. And so I made a video saying, like, basically like, oh, thank goodness, like, because he had been coming at me, right, and just kind of poking fun. So he took that and was like, oh, he's laughing at my mental health, right? Like that. That's where he took it. And this is going to be another common theme where he victimizes himself, where he plays tough guy and then victimizes himself when people respond, right? Like this is a common theme. And so I guess he had beef with me then, and I'm like, bro, this is the internet. Like, I don't really trip. And so, we cracked some jokes in the podcast. Like, we crack about everybody. And he basically sent you a message saying, like, asking that I don't bring his name up, that I don't mention him anymore. And, I mean, one of the things he said in here was, hey, I'm gonna be real with you. He says there's too much division on TikTok nowadays, and I don't want to be a part of that anymore. That's okay. But he said, I'm not even gonna say his name, right? Because he's under this, he has this idea that like, oh, I'm making fun of his mental health. Never reached out to me, right? He doesn't reach out to me. He's got my phone number, but he doesn't reach out to me. But instead he makes these videos. So when he sent you this message, right, he made, how many videos did he make talking about, I'm Tupac, I'm the most hated, these guys are still talking about me, right? And then he's got these other boomers in his comments talking about, oh yeah, you're right, like, oh, if they hate and you doing something right, like this real like boomer, and bro, don't take none of this out, bro, like this real boomer, like, but these are the same people, bro. These are the same people who, like you said, you get into a live and they're gassing you up, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they want our attention, but they also want Valuable's attention. So they will, kind of flock to whoever's, hot or whatever.
They feel hot.
But this last situation, so that's all leading up to this last situation where Jim Jones put out a post that said, sneaker culture has been influenced by drug dealers, right? Yeah. And he put out
let me drive the boat. Let me drive the boat. So he put out a video, and then he gave his opinion on it. Cool. I was like, it's valid, whatever. Everybody was giving their opinion on it. And that's one of those things. There's certain things that just I don't feel need to be debated. Like, it's like, that's a given. It's obvious. I mean, I've been on that since I've been in front of the camera. Like, I always say that I didn't get into sneakers because of Michael Jordan or the internet. It was because literally D-boys and seeing it in the streets and the wild, that was how I got into sneakers. So,
yeah, and that's well documented, by the way. Like, it's well documented that
like,
from our very first episode.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's very I'm very vocal about that. So it was like, I don't. There's no need to put no skin in that game, you know. So, anyways, he puts up a post, and like, whenever you're going, you just like, half of the time you're not even really looking at people's stories. You're kind of just like boom, 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 boom. And he had his poll like at the corner where you're tapping it, and it was like, do you agree or don't agree? And obviously it was yes or no, and I pressed no, and I couldn't see a way to remove my vote. But I'm thinking nothing of it. I'm like, you obviously listen to our episodes because you bring up whenever we speak about you or anything else. So I'm like, yeah, he know. So then I see a video that he posted, which he posted about the post, and I'm like, oh, okay, it is what it is. So then he posts again, and he was like, some of your favorite creators won't even believe it or something like that. And he's like, your boy Flex Luther, and I'm like,
you by name, bro. We not supposed to mention him.
And my issue wasn't that he made a video about it. It's just the fact that you went through all this back and forth about your name being mentioned. You hit me up telling me, hey, I would like for Morgan not to mention my name anymore, blah, 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 blah. And then the first chance you get, you mention somebody by name. And I'm just like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. And then once I said what I said, and I'm not apologizing for what I said what I said and I meant it. Once I said what I said, he reposts what I said, and for some reason people are like, yeah, bro, you got him hating in 2025.
Yeah.
I need for y'all to listen and visualize that silence that I just gave. And I want you to visualize the face that I gave. There was no hate at all. There was no hate at all. I was just expressing how I felt about it because I'm like, bro, I accidentally pressed it. For a fact, you even said it in the video. So for you to say it in the video and still post this whole like, oh, I'm exposing your favorite creator. Even he's like not saying that it like, come on, bro.
That's a theme, right?
And you want to run back like, nah. If you didn't do it, then it's all good. Nah, it's not all good because you done made a whole video about it. So
right.
It's not good, bro. Like if you knew that or even thought just for a minute, like, oh, nah, I know Flexx didn't mean that, you would never post a video. And like I told him, why not? Well, if you're gonna make a video like that and have all these insulting things in it, whether you meant it to me or not, you started with me and followed up with that. So most people are going to insinuate, oh, he's talking about him, because apparently I'm for whatever you're against. So you basically talking about me at that point. And I'm like, why not reach out like, hey, Flexx, did you mean this? I'm finna make a video, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, nah, I actually bring, you already know. I told you plenty of times. I literally said it on our last episode. Literally said it on the last episode. And I'm just like, and I know you listened. I know you do, because you listen to every episode waiting for us to say something about you. And I hope you hear this one. Right? We said something about you. So clip this and put it in your videos and let all your little people see it. All your little fans and your fanboys that send your little comments saying that we're hating on you or you got somebody hating on you again, Valley. Bro, I have no reason. I have no intentions, no reason, no nothing. There is nothing there. But I just want the same energy for you for you, how you feel when someone mentions you, when you mention somebody else. You get on TikTok and go crazy and rant without having a full story. And then when you do get the full story, just like you was wrong about the girl with the fakes, I'm sorry. I didn't. Now you want to
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Now you want to say sorry. Now you should have got the full story. You should have got the full facts. You should have reached out to her and then did your video.
Yeah. But what he does is he'll make all these posts because he takes the time to create these videos and stuff like that. I mean, he was sitting here comparing himself to Tupac because we mentioned him in a podcast.
You will
bro.
never be Tupac. You will never be Tupac.
How
I don't
many?
care how many times you mention yourself or how many times you've been in trouble or how many times you get shot, you will never be Tupac. Never. Not even close. Not even an inch of it. Not even a percentage of it. You got to be black first. That's the first step. And you're not even that. So you're not going to be Tupac. And you're not going to be most hated. You're not going to be most wanted. Like, quit the Tupac. Quit the Tupac.
We sit here, we're talking about sneakers, bro. And I mean, like I said, and so I mean, I'm just looking at the text message. I know you said I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but I mean, he's sitting here. He said, "I refocused my time on just going back to sneakers and my lifestyle. There's too much division on TikTok nowadays, right? Like, bro, why is there division on TikTok, right? Like, I think one of the things that we've done is we've kind of taken a step back, especially from TikTok, right? And it is going back to where we wanted it to be, where it is. We just talk about sneakers, and you know, I was gonna let the whole that whole group of dudes who got, I mean, they all have their own drama anyway. I mean, they're in your. I mean, I'm not gonna say. I don't want to say too much about it, but like.
Yeah,
they have their own issues that they want, that you have decided to stay out of, right? Like, and you know, we can have different opinions on sneakers. I even voted on that poll. Like, I put yes on that poll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, why would he see that? Why would he see that you put no? Anyways, like, it's not even that big of a deal. Like, who cares, bro? Like, who cares? Like, to me, TikTok has become, other than a few creators like Angry Joe, you know, Leroy, Dre the Shoe God, who, I mean, I don't even really think they're, like, TikTok is their main platform, but it has become a bunch of yelling and then, like, glazing, right? Like, you yell in the video and then the old 40-year-olds glaze in the comments, because that's where it is. That's where TikTok sneaker, this TikTok sneaker community is now, right? Like, I felt like we tried to do something positive with, you know, you did the Scotties, our back and forth. We had some viral videos on TikTok trying to just show love to the sneaker culture. We had our back and forth, right? Like, and that's where I think he calls himself Jesse, but his name's Jesus. Like, that's crazy too. But that's where Jesse gets, like, I think that's where a misunderstanding is, right? Where, like, me and you, we went back and forth, but we never took it too seriously, because it is just the internet. If anybody whenever we disagreed with Jesse on anything, it was like, he's gonna make 5 videos on it. He's gonna, you know, post it and act like he's Tupac and act like, you know, he's the most hated. He's victimizing himself, essentially, right? Like, he's such a victim, man. Oh my gosh, everybody's against him. It kind of sound like, for real, but I mean, that's just he more like than Tupac.
He reminds me of the game. And I don't even want to say that because that's an insult to the game. But the game does a lot of, like, oh, why they don't respect me? Why they don't do this? Is because you do these outlandish things, man. And like I said in the comments, I'm like, this is what I mean by TikTok taking things so personal. Like, someone says an opinion, and they're just like, oh, and you this, and like the whole comment about taking a tampon out your ass and all. I'm like, oh, like
that's weird.
And my thing is this: it's like, if you truly street, like you say, like, you know, those are like insulting things, and if someone is from the street, you're saying it like you're trying to demand someone. You're taking a shot at their manhood. Essentially, that's what you're doing, and that's like one of the lowest punches and lowest points of any conversation when it's man to man. I'm gonna try to take your manhood. I'm gonna try to take a shot at your manhood, and I'm just like, bro, it don't need to be that. Like, bro, it's just sneakers. Like, it's literally just sneakers. That's it. Like, it don't have to be all this other stuff. Like, they're making it out to be. We don't have to be a whole big family. We can be cool. Yeah, we can be cool, but we don't have to do all this. Oh, I'm with this part. I'm this gang. I'm that. I'm like, bro, like, we all gotta wake up in the morning and go to work. Like,
I mean,
ain't nobody making TikTok money. I don't care what you say. Anybody in those circles that's in those comments is not making money off TikTok. Not enough to where.
That's the other thing.
If you would, most of the people that are making money off TikTok don't even involve themselves in these debates. They don't even comment. They don't care. They don't. It's like it's not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's another thing, right? Where once that first time when he said those things, and he was talking about he's going to take a step away from TikTok, and that step away lasted about 3 days, and 2 of those days were spent like, I'm coming back.
Weekend at Barney's.
Right. and like one of the things he said was, oh, Morgan went and told whatever, like Angelus Paint or something like that about the video, right? And it's like, no, I didn't, right? But it sounds good, right? Like it sounds good. He can be a victim, right? Big bad Morgan, the tennis coach from the suburbs of Indianapolis, right? Like, please be nice to me. All right, Jesse, I got you, man. I got you. You're good. All right, I'll leave you alone, buddy. The boogeyman is gone.
Nah, I mean that's the thing about it. Like, even after this conversation, I'm not going to give any more energy to it because I know he's going to post. He's going to do it.
Yeah, he's going to get some content out of this.
He's going to get his 10-day rant in and his Tupac comparison. Saying he probably going to show the Vegas night. I don't know what. I have no clue. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's insane that a man of that age is wanting to be a 25-year-old because that's how old Tupac was. Yeah. So that just lets you know where we at in life. That just lets me know where your mindset's at. Tupac was a great person, but I don't want to be like Tupac because Tupac didn't make it here. So I want to go further. But this ain't about Pac. This is about Valley Boy.
Here's something crazy. He told me, he said that I need to get my followers up on time, right? And he said I can't talk about them until I get my followers up, which is crazy. And he claims that we're the ones who are chasing clout and stuff like that. And we talk about him to get views when nobody outside of TikTok knows who he is. I mean, we can go to Instagram right now. He's got 1,000 followers, 1,600 followers, right? Like, nobody outside of TikTok knows who he is. And I think me and you, we've made it pretty clear that we're trying to transcend TikTok. Didn't he have 50,000 on TikTok at one point?
I have no clue. I think he had he had 37, I believe.
Yeah, he's at 37 now.
But I mean,
and it's it don't matter. But at the same point, it's like we're going this hard. We're going this hard for your 37,000 followers on a dying platform, bro. Like, that's what we're doing.
I mean, and then the comments. That's the comments. The comments is where it really gets me. My man came in the intro with a song saying the N-word, and we got black people in there. Yeah. I'm like,
yeah, it's
like, come on, man, like, you dance, you know, and I'm just like. And that was the point where I was just like, you know what, it's a dying cause. Like it's not worth it. Because like I said, I mean, what's my guy name? Sneakerology. He always changing his name. Yeah, he changed it to Yee and go back to Sneakerology. He put a popcorn emoji. I'm like, man, you put your popcorn up, man. Ain't nothing, you know. And that made me step back too, because it's kind of like, okay, I'm giving. They're people
looking for it, bro. Yeah, they're giving the people. We dancing for him. It's a minstrel show. Yeah,
I'm like, nah, bro. I'll let him have it. I let him get his views off of it, get his clips and stuff, whatever he needs. So, you know, I hope you appreciate this, Valley Boy. You
never went back. Yeah,
we gave you your post for the next 2 weeks.
You got 20 minutes. You got about 20 minutes. 15-20 minutes of us talking about you, man. So congratulations. You're going to have some content. Neither one of us are going to care. We're going to go about our lives, and we're going to laugh about whatever you decide to post.
I like, man, if you don't block me, I like it. I mean, again, like someone come in like, I know he screenshots and send everything to Morgan. I'm like,
Yeah,
bro,
they did say that.
they still
They talk
follow each
about
other.
us.
I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
like,
exactly,
do y'all
bro.
not? Do
Y'all
y'all
still
think we're
following
blind?
me.
Like, do y'all think I'm blind? Like, and do y'all think he's blind? Like, they follow each other. They still
Yeah.
like each other's stuff. Y'all the one that's like under this, illusion that someone's hating or someone's like talking and no one's responding. It's just like,
Right.
all right, whatever y'all believe, whatever y'all
Yeah.
feel is that.
Just for the listeners, man, please understand that as much as Valley Boy talks about how I'm so mean to him and how I'm always talking about him for views, if he had a real problem with it, and if he wasn't just crying crying for the camera, he would have texted me about it. He would text me. He's got my phone number. He can, bro, we follow each other. He could like message me. But he doesn't. He grabs the camera, he puts some tears, he splashes some water on his eyes, and he cries about it. So, hey, but that's Unc, man. That's big bro. He's he understands the street. He got the street culture locked down, bro.
Street.
That's good.
Shout out Big Valley, because apparently recording sirens means you're from the street.
Yes,
but
sir.
With that being said, let's move on.
Let's move on, and we want to talk about. I mean, we want to get back to sneakers, right? I think we said at the end of last year,
we're never gonna leave. We're never gonna leave,
right?
Sneakers. But I mean, I want to give him. I want to give him his flowers.
Get what he wants. We want to talk about the Jordan Brand 40th anniversary 2025 lineup, and the general consensus about everybody is that our pockets are going to be hurting. So not mine, because I have a wedding to pay for. So Caitlin's over there, but everybody else, I'm going to be keeping my distance. So there's a viral graphic going on right now that has all of the sneakers on here that well, not all of them obviously, but a lot of the sneakers that we're going to be getting next year. Do you have that picture? I got to pull it up right now.
With the flu games and grapes, and it's kind of like the heavy hitters.
This one right here.
I mean, you can just send it to me, really. Real life stuff.
I just sent it to your IG.
I'm gonna send it to my IG. You got my phone.
I just shared it, bro.
Copper clock. All right.
Copper clock. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got the Aqua 8s, Ferraris, Metallic 5s. We got the Union New Air Jordan 1 and Rare Air 4s, UNC 1s, Flu Games, Undefeated, some more Travis Scotts, Buzz Bunnies, Shatterback Boys, Fire
Black
Red,
Tongues,
Black Cats.
Yeah.
What the hell is Black Tones? Black Cats?
No, Black Tongue, Fire Red 5s.
Oh, yeah, the Black Tongue. Oh, I thought they got,
Yeah.
SBs, Gammas, Pure Moneys, Mellows, Chicago Lows, Taxis, Black Cats again, another Union, and Jordan 1, Grapes. I think that, what is those? Those are some type of...
it was a rumored Travis Scott pair, but it's just going to be
Then we got the Breads, White Cements, and
Cool Grey Nouns.
And what's that at the bottom? Is that another?
It looks like that's another
University?
Jordan 1 low.
Yeah, it's got a little Nike at the. I'm thinking it's like another special.
Yeah,
it's got to be a little special edition.
Yeah.
Well, I can already tell you I'm not getting Air Jordan 1 lows because I'm not an Air Jordan 1 low guy.
So, well, let's talk about like what are you excited about out of that collection of sneakers right there? Like, what are you excited
I'm always gonna be a Jordan guy. I would say I am excited about the whole lineup. Am I planning for it? No, because we've been seeing shoes set like the Black Cat 3s. I'm hoping to get those on the retail. I'm not planning to pay for them retail. I'm planning to grab those on the retail. Now I do think this may create a little storm that, shoes may peak again in 2026. Just scare everybody. And I feel like that's what Nike was doing. I feel like a lot of these shoes are not going to look how we think they're going to look, or may get pushed back or canceled. Just like we got the SBs, the rare joints, we got those taken away, got canceled. I mean, I really feel like the main goal was a lot of people are not talking about, well, we don't have our usuals talking about the Nike and Jordan lineup. We need to get them talking again. So
it's the 40th anniversary. Like, this is a big deal. This should be a big deal. And if it's not, like, I don't want to say this is make or break for Jordan, because it's not, but this should be a big year for Jordan. And if a large percentage of these get canceled or pushed back, or there's something wrong with the drops, then this could be a bad year for Jordan, and we're just going to continue to see New Balance and Saucony kind of close that gap. New Balance really closed that gap.
I am hearing talks about the Black Cats being limited, so I don't know if they're going to start limiting pairs. So I think that probably piss people off even more. Like I think it was just because it's kind of like, oh, y'all purposely did that because we know nobody wasn't buying them like that, because we got all the classics set, and then all of a sudden y'all released this classic, and all of a sudden sold out.
But the Black Cat, I mean, we talking about the Black Cat 4s, right?
No,
not the 3s. Oh, the Black Cat 3s.
Those are the first ones. They're released this Saturday. This coming Saturday.
So I know nostalgically, the Black Cat 4s, or excuse me, the Black Cat 3s are like a big deal, right? Like, when did they first release? 06?
07. 07. Yeah.
When we were in high school, when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And
I hadn't even started high school, but yeah.
Dang. For them to limit that shoe because the Black Cat 4 did so well in 2016. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's weird behavior.
So that's the crazy thing about it. The Black Cats didn't do that well when they first released.
Right.
Black Cats went up 4 years later, 2020.
Yeah.
I remember the Black Cats sitting, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get them. But it's a suede shoe, nubuck. I'm not in a rush to get them. And it wasn't the 3s, and I always wanted the 3s. So when I seen the Black Cat 4s, I was like, I get them. I'm gonna get them, and I seen them set for a while. Probably even went under retail, honestly. And then 2020 came, and they just went crazy. So I am curious to see what they're gonna do when the Black Cats release again this year. I wonder if it's gonna be a wide release. Is there gonna be a lot of stock, or is it gonna be limited? Just because of how people are going about the Black Cats right now. Black Cats are becoming people grails, and like, oh my god, I finally got them. Yeah, you seen the video? Dude got the Black Cats. He was like super excited about it. But
is that a recent video, or is that one from like a few years ago?
I have no clue. I recently seen it, but I don't know if it's a recent video. So
I can tell you some of the sneakers I'm excited for in this lineup. Black Metallic 5s. That was I think I told Haas maybe when we talked about my first kicks on my sneaker on the My First Kicks podcast. I don't remember if it was it was the Hall of Fame ones. But what I was looking for originally was the Black Metallic 5s, and I was driving all over Indianapolis looking for a store that still had them, and that was the shoe that like I really became like obsessed with it. You know what I mean? Like, I became obsessed with that sneaker. Yep. This was back in high school. And I was like, I gotta have them. That has since faded, right? But I think the Black Metallic 5s would be, I think I'll try to get those. The Undefeated 4s, I'm not super crazy about those. If any were to get canceled, I could see it being those. I've got the Aqua and the Bugs Bunny 8s. Shattered backboards, they've kind of lost their allure. The like SB, you like them?
I like orange. It's a color.
Yeah. Okay. The SB4s, I still want the pine green pair, but this blue pair is pretty cool too. Yeah. Grape 5s maybe, depending on. I mean, if they're anything like the 2013 release, bro. If they're anything like the 2013 release, bro, I'm staying far away from them.
Yeah, I mean that's my thing. Like, if I can just get something close to it, I'm still in that stage of collecting. Yeah. Like, if I can just get something close to it, like, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember the quality of the 2013 Grape 5s?
I don't have the Grape 5s from 2013.
But did you ever see them?
I did. I mean, I know the leather was
Terrible. And I'm gonna be real with you. Like in the past, I haven't been a force fields guy. Like throw them in the toe box, and but like I'm not too proud anymore to throw some force fields in a sneaker. Like go up half a size, or get my bigger size, right? Like I'm a 10.5, 11, getting 11, and then throw some force fields in there. Not too proud for that. So if I do get the great fives, I'll definitely do that. Same with the not the black metallics. The white cement fours. That is a sneaker that it's time for me to re-up on. I got the 2012s.
I got the 2016,
and that was a great pair. I think when they first came out, they got a bad rap. Yeah, they got a bad rap when they first came out. I don't know why, but like looking back, that was a great pair. And so this 2025 pair will need to go into my collection. I may or may not still have cool gray 9s. To be honest, I don't know. Which is crazy. I can actually look on the Unboxed app right now to see if I have them. Shameless plug. Shout out Unbox. Let's take a look to see if I still have them. But that is such a great sneaker as well. Let's see.
So a lot of these pairs, I'm probably like, they may get put on the back burner just simply because a lot of them I already have. Like this is a second go around for me. I just picked up the black toes again. I picked up the black cement 3s again. I already got the white cement 3s. I have the fire red. I don't have the black tongue. I do have the metallics. I do have the black metallic 5s. I do have I don't have the black cat 3s or 4s, which I'll probably grab. I do got the full games. I do have the taxis. And so a lot of this stuff, I do plan on getting taxis because that's just one of my favorite. That's just one of my favorite pairs. I want to get them in the 9.5 because I didn't get them in the 9.5 the first time around. But yeah, I definitely want to get them in the size I feel comfortable. And I may get another pair of Fluke games. I may just get Fluke games. I do have the cool gray 9s from 2012. They're in a replacement box, so I'll probably skip on the cool gray 9s because I didn't even know I had them. No, I'm not skipping on those. Skipping on those. Honestly, I finally got me an eBay steal.
Let's talk about it. What'd you get?
Forest green 14s, clean.
Yeah. 14s, man. I wish I'm looking at this. Go back to the list.
$100. I got them for $100, bro. Them things going for like
awesome.
$400 or $500. Like,
yeah,
in the condition that these are in, easily $500. Easily.
Yeah. I wish more 14s were coming out. This whole like idea that everything later than a 12 is lame is crazy to me, because I know we said the same. Like when I was younger, I definitely said everything later than a 14. You did it. When I was younger, bro.
My Jordan Futures. I was wearing Jordan Futures.
The boneless 11s.
The boneless 11s, man. I still got them in my collection.
I was big on like, all right, well, anything later than a 14 is whack. And now that I'm older, I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna front. These other ones are pretty fire too. But like the Ferrari 14 that's coming out, but like, why is that the 14 that's dropping? Well, why is that the 14 that's dropping though?
That's the one that everybody really loves.
You get a little bit of rain on that, they're cooked, they're done.
Oh yeah, no, but that's why I don't like those materials. But I mean, you got the last shot candy canes, and the Ferraris. I feel like those are like the most sought after 14, and then the black toes. But I really, last shot and Ferraris are like that one that everybody's like, I bet you don't got last shots. Bet you don't got Ferraris, you know.
See, that's interesting because I've always thought of like the 14 colorways as being the last shot and the candy canes, and that's it. Everything else has been. I'm not going to say everything else.
Before the Ferraris, definitely candy canes and last shot.
Yeah.
That's why I said last shot, candy canes, Ferraris. But this Ferrari kind of came and changed everybody's mind, especially for the people that got in there a little later.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I do have to think about the people who started collecting sneakers a little later. I'm going to look up other Jordan 14 colorways that I think should come out before the Ferraris.
I feel like a lot of like the whole idea of anything after 13 was kind of created for the people that were in sneakers and online, because
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't online, so I didn't have those thoughts of like, ooh, that's not a 13 or a 12 or 11. It was kind of like those are 14s.
Yeah.
Jordan wore 'em. So that was really all I really cared about. Like Jordan wore 'em. Or if they had like the retro, Jordan retro. And then once I realized like, oh, it's still Jordan because it's even after 18, 19, 20, 21,
Mm-hmm.
it's still, Now once we got into like right after the Westbrooks, when Westbrooks really, I think it was 28.
Yeah. No, the
Then
28s were the really, really high top ones.
Yeah, that was Westbrook. They had like a Westbrook special edition one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's when he was OKC. And I was like, that's like after that, and I was like, probably not gonna get 29, 30, and 31.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it wasn't because of like, oh, nothing after 14. Nah, I feel like that was created for people. I don't really feel like that was people's personal preference. I feel like that was something that was created because you were online and at the time the blogs were probably going along with it. They may not have believed it, but they were going along with like, ew, Jordan 14s. And now, excuse me, you got the blog saying like, like these 14s are so underrated. It's kind of like,
I know, but it was the blogs that were saying, like the same people that was saying they whack, right? Because they got an infinite content glitch. But some of the other 14s I'd like to see, oxidized green. Mm-hmm. I had the graphites. I used to play ball in them, and then they fell apart. Yeah, the gray ones
with a lime green type deal thing.
No, that's chartreuse. I think that's graphites are gray. It's a gray nubuck, black on the mud guard and the teeth.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I know. I know what you're talking about.
The candy canes. I think I still have the Thunders.
Bro, I need a pair of candy canes. The Rip Hamiltons.
Yeah.
You know what they were calling them, the Rip Hamiltons.
If they came out with the last shot, I still need to get the black toes. I still haven't gotten those. And the candy canes, I'd be happy. I'm cool.
The redwoods, and I need the linens. They did release what's those things called? It is not. Are those? It's not. Can't be. What are those? What are the tan joints? The gold retro 14s. They're not the chutneys. I don't think they're chutneys.
Oh,
gingers.
They're gingers. Yeah.
They weren't exactly like the pairs that we've seen previously, but again, like I've always been a fan of the gingers, and I wanted those. So yeah, I definitely had.
Yeah, white toe.
The cinders. I like those too. Those are nice.
So just a lot of other great options. I mean, if we're gonna bring back the 14, we got to do it right, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Now, is there a sneaker that you? The Union collab is a fragment collab. I just peeped that.
Yeah, it's like supposed to be like a triple collab type deal thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to have them in my collection, but if I don't get them, I'm all right.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of people who regretted not getting the first pairs.
So there's gonna be a lot of looks on this one, a lot of eyes on this one.
Yeah, and I think they're gonna disappoint because people are gonna have that like BOGO of no, not BOGO, FOMO.
I was like, I would get one.
No, the FOMO, like they don't want to miss out on that sneaker again. So
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know how I am about the Air Jordan 1s. It's got to be one of those. It's got to be one of those crazy colorways, crazy collabs for me to like really go after it.
Do you remember when the Shattered Backboards released the first time? Everybody was comparing every Jordan to like Shattered Backboard quality. Oh, yo,
these are the Shattered Backboard quality.
They got Shattered Backboard quality, bro.
But then the thing about it was nobody liked those shoes, but that was the thing. They were like, this is a terrible colorway. but this quality, the quality is so nice on these. That's when we first got we got that tumble leather. Everybody was like, "It's tumble leather."
It was still garbage leather. Like it was still garbage leather, right? But it had some pebbling, and so people were like, "Oh yeah, But compared to what we were getting, it was much more premium.
I can honestly say, just because I feel like I really wasn't into the other brands as much as I was Jordan and Nike.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care. Like I never 2013, 2012, 09, I never opened a box. Was like, oh, what glue? I never looked at that. I never looked at that, bro. Never.
I can tell you the only people who made me care it was the blogs and it was the YouTubers, right? Like
that looked
when the YouTubers would review early pairs and they would say like, oh yeah, this quality's so good, I started caring about the quality, right? Like I think that's kind of how it went. But when it came to and we talked about this with Matt Hatfield too, but like Saucony had glue issues and the blogs were like, oh bro, Saucony's issue with glue and their QC is just terrible and all this other stuff.
They're like one of the
I never had issues.
Brands.
Yeah, I never had an issue with that. Brands. Like I never had an issue with that.
I mean, again, I think that's one of those things that's created when you're in like social media,
in
online, and sneakers. Because it never crossed my mind.
That's crazy.
I was like, oh, the shade of brown.
The shade is a little off. It's not like yeah. And I got stuck in that stuff. I used to get caught up in that stuff for real.
I've only missed the Retro 11 release, and it's a hype pair, like the public school pairs or like premium quality. And
I forgot about those public school pairs.
The last two I didn't get the cherries, I didn't get the gratitudes, and I haven't got the legend blues yet. Every other pair I got, and I never looked at my Retro 11 was like, the patent leather is not high. It was never like that for me ever.
And it was like that for me. Like when the Concords came out again, I was like, when the Space Jams, I was like, the patent leather's too high. But everybody was like, this is how they were in 96. Bro, and I was like, I was 4 in 96, bro.
I would even, why does that even matter?
So to me, I thought that the 2011 pair, the height of the patent leather on the 2011 pair just looked better aesthetically. I thought that it looked better. And you never thought about that?
I never paid attention because like I said, I was, if I seen someone wearing them, it's like pointed out like, oh yeah, man, what I really don't like about these, the patent leather is not as high as the ones that released before. Then I would be like, oh, but never, and I never even noticed the change because I think it was I can't remember which pair. I want to say it was I can't remember what pair went to start going to the lower patent leather. I do remember the Space Jams going back to the higher patent leather, and people were kind of pissed. The people that got used to lower leather got pissed about the higher leather, but whatever. I'm like, Space Jams, getting them.
Yeah,
and that's all I heard was Space Jams, getting them.
But I have the older releases. Like I have the 09 Space Jams, and I have the 2010 Cool Grays, and I have the 2011 Concord. Like I have all those, and so when we get those, the new releases, I'm going to compare them to those, right? Because I have to make the decision. Do I spend my money on a 2016 Space Jam, or do I just keep the pair that I have, right? And keep wearing those. That became a real thing for me. Now, let's go back to, we were talking about the sneakers and we were talking about the low Jordan 1s with the Nike swoosh on them. That's a Nigel Sylvester pair.
Shout out Nigel, man. I don't care though.
Shout out Nigel.
I'm not.
What? So now
the fours.
Which one? They're growing on me.
I mean, I was already a fan. I'm like, all right, I
really?
like, because I like the shade that they're going with.
Yeah.
a shade will make me like a shoe, but it won't tear me away from a shoe. Like that's when I look at stuff like if I like it, like ooh, the patent leathers are a little higher on these. I like those, or the soles are translucent on these. I like that, or these are the creamy soles. I mean, that's when I look at it. But to be like, what? These are bluer than the '09 pair? No.
Yeah.
Like.
So the metallic Jordan 5s are coming with the white laces. Do you plan on getting the metallic Jordan 5s?
Yeah, the 3M lining is gonna be. There's gonna be a little more 3M. There's gonna be lining
in the stitching. Yeah. Are you gonna rock them with the white laces?
If they come laced up like that, I probably will. Only because I got the black laces in my 2016 pair.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, you know.
I think I'm gonna rock the white laces. I think the white laces look better, and like that's what Jordan was rocking. Like there's that famous picture of Jordan wearing the white laces in the 5s.
Yeah. I mean, everybody always have said the metallic 5s look better with the white laces. I'm not gonna say I agree, but you know, I mean, I'm gonna do that because I like to appreciate the shoe how whoever designed it or released it,
how they wanted it to. I'm the same way.
Yeah,
I'm the same way.
If this is what Jordan gave me, this is what Nike gave me, I'm not looking at glue stains. I'm looking at what they gave me, and it's like, okay,
yeah.
And you know, now if it come bent up, you know, that's different, you know,
right?
That's a little different. But I don't really feel like that's them. That sometimes be the people at the shops.
I'm not a big fan of the icy blue sole on them. I wasn't a big fan when they introduced that in 2013. So I need
to get the creamy. That would have been nice to get the cream soles on.
I would like that. I think the cream sole. And nice. I don't think there's anything wrong with the sole yellowing. Like I don't think like the icy blue sole was supposed to like slow down the yellowing process. And I can tell you I've got the 2014 Carmines, Carmine 6s, and like they still, I mean, they're just now starting to yellow.
Yeah.
Right. It's been 4.5 years because they came out summer 2014. Like that's great. But the solution, I don't think the solution should make the sneaker worse. And those icy blue soles definitely, I feel like they do that.
So
go ahead.
When we start talking about the soles, that's when I got online. So when that was that used to be a huge thing, like, oh my God, the soles are yellowing. And that's when the whole soul sauce and all that became like a thing.
Everybody,
Everybody had their own little special sauce.
Shout out Dre the Shoe Guy, man. I know Dre the Shoe Guy been making money from unyellowing people's sneakers.
And that's when everybody was getting a Salon 40, 50, 30, whatever it is. And I'm like, I remember vividly, like, that was when I hopped online. That was one of the biggest things. And then when you speak of the Carmines, I remember that was a big thing because people still calling them the Carmines. And then it was like, you know, everybody that wasn't, how would I say?
Oh, they weren't locked in. The people who weren't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they made like a blog, and they'd be like, "Say it with me." They'd be like, "Say it with me." Carmine.
Yeah.
Everybody's calling them. I want the Carmine 6s. I want the Carmine 6s. But yeah, kind of like with the Bordeaux's. Because I was calling the Bordeaux 7s.
You're okay.
Yeah. I never told a story. I never told a story.
Nah. Wait, hold on. What year were you doing this?
This is when they re-released.
In 2015?
Remind you, now I wasn't online earlier those years when it first released, so I never got corrected, you know. And a lot of people down here were still calling them the Bordeaux. So I go into a store, and at the time, the girl I was with at the time, she had on some Bordeaux 7s, and dude was like, "I like your Bordeaux 7s," and the whole time I'm just like, bro, I don't even know. He don't even know. He's talking about them Bordeaux 7s like it's a Bordeaux 7s.
Yeah.
So, you know how like you something just give you like, maybe you should, you know, look up how it's pronounced. So I looked up, you know, how do you pronounce the word? And like, Bordeaux. I was like, oh. So I was wrong. So that's when I realized how to say, and you know, it's not the Bordeaux 7s, it's the Bordeaux 7s. So
yeah. So I'm guessing like at the time you didn't you didn't know like where that name came from?
No, I still don't.
Bordeaux. So it's like wine. Like Bordeaux is a kind of wine.
Is that Jordan's favorite wine or something?
Yeah, because I get Jordan likes wine.
Hey man, look, that's one of those like simple stories that create something beautiful. So
Yeah.
I respect it. It's not the bubblegum pear.
Yeah, man, that was terrible.
The bubblegum pear.
I do have a little bit of an issue. I still have an issue with Jordan every time they release a Jordan 3. And this is an issue that is transcended over a decade. Because I think it was 2013, 2014. They said that they were going to put the Jordan 3 in a vault. So I remember that. So they were going to put the Jordan 3 in the vault, and they ended up releasing like the Wolf Grays, and they released
Powder Blue,
the Jokers, the Powder Blues, the Crimson joints.
I think that might have been either we got the Hall of Fames or the Katrinas, or what was
this was before all that. This is all before that.
This was
so this yeah so this is
that 1 year we got like a big Nike Air.
It would have been so this was still cement? We got a white cement in 2013 with Nike Air, and that was the first time that they did it.
I see.
But like in 2013, because the Hall of Fames and the Katrina joints, like not the actual Katrinas that got raffled off, but those all happened post-military, right? Like post when I was in the military, right? I got out in 2015. This is when I was working at Foot Locker. That those came out.
Yeah, because when they released them this time around, it was called the Hall of Fames.
Yeah,
and that's 2018. Wow.
Yeah. So this is, I mean, we're talking about 5 years before that. I know time be flying.
Was that the first time we got the when they first released the retro threes with the Nike Air, was the 88? That's what they were calling them.
The 88, yeah.
Was that
88 was 2013. 2013 was the 88 pair.
That's what I'm saying. So was that same year as the Joker and Wolf Gray? I think it was either had to be 2014. I know we got a big Jordan 3 that year. It might have been the Black Cements.
No, Black Cements were 2011. Let me see.
I'm talking about the one after that. Should have been 2016.
Yeah.
Powder Blue 3s. I gotta see when Powder Blue 3s released.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking up right now. I think it was 2014.
2014. So, okay.
But so I'm buying up these pairs.
I would love seeing what released that year. But yeah.
I would have so like I was buying up these colorways that I was like, I mean, I'm not really a big fan of them, but they're gonna put them in the I didn't get the Crimsons or the Jokers. I thought those were too really out there, bro.
Jokers.
Really?
And at the time, I really liked the Jokers, but now I think I gotta have Jokers because it's that pair that got away from me.
Yeah,
it's that pair that got away from me.
The Fear 3s dropped that year too, I think.
I think the Fear Pack dropped that year.
Yeah. Let me look it up. Fear 3.
There was a lot of threes. There was a lot of threes that released that year. I remember there was a lot of threes.
But anyway, so now every time they release these Jordan 3s, I'm still kind of grumpy about how I was bamboozled into buying 3s that I didn't necessarily want.
Yeah.
Because,
yeah,
they said that they're going to put them in the vault.
I feel like that's what Nike's doing with 2025. It's like we're gonna say all these pairs that you really want, and because obviously Nike's doing a better job of putting their ear to the streets now. I mean, they got people that come and visit the headquarters that's well into the sneaker culture and game or whatever. And they even got the people that were leaking their pairs. I always thought it was funny that you had people that were leaking the pairs, and then they picked them up like, hey, you know what? Since you're gonna leak the pairs, how about you leak the pairs we want you to leak?
Yeah.
You're like, you can put this out because we're actually dropping these and we want people to know about. So you can tell people about these. But yeah, I feel like they know that we've been wanting the Gammas. Well, they know that people been wanting the Gammas. I already got the Gammas. And people are going crazy about the flu games. Whenever they bring the retro 12s, you got the flu games, you got the taxis. Black Cats, Black Cats, Pure Monies. All those shoes these are all shoes that I feel like have been talked about from 2020 all the way up to right now. So I think this is satisfying a lot of people that just got into the game and they're like, oh, they finally re-releasing again. So it's kind of bringing those people back and also satisfying, the ones that's been around for a while and you getting another chance to grab these again. So like I said, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of pushback dates canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, these ain't what we thought they were gonna be. Because I'm still waiting on the official Retro One breads. Because I really feel like that 250, there's gonna be more there. There's gonna be something.
Yeah.
I really just don't feel like they're gonna give us a box. I really hope Nike. I really hope you guys are not gonna just give us a box and a shoe for $250, and especially Air Jordan 1. I remember back when people used to collect Air Jordan 1s because it was the cheapest Air Jordan and it was still a retro.
Yeah.
That was like, oh, I get a retro one, they 140, 160. I get them, because you were paying 180, 200 for anything after. I mean, no, because the twos were actually lower too. The twos they weren't releasing at like 180.
The twos, they stopped releasing twos for a little while though.
Yeah, but I mean, they still went like the regular Jordan 3,
they were.
4,
Yeah.
They had there was a different price on those too.
Yeah, they was.
When they brought them back this time, they're like, yeah, you paying full price, buddy.
I don't know which creator got the check to push the Jordan 2, bro. Somebody got a check to push that daggone shoe, bro.
Hey, you know what they did?
That was not organic. That was not organic.
I got 4 pairs over here, right here. Four retro 2s right there, and I got
that felt like an inside job, bro. The Jordan 2 was an industry plant, bro. The Jordan 2 was an industry plant of 2022, 2023. Like, because
for a while, a lot of people really would. Now that is something that I've seen in a while. People really weren't messing with the Retro 1 and Retro 2. Kind of started with 3 and whatever.
Yeah.
You might see some ones, but those are people that were really like into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of like, oh, either you couldn't afford what was dropping, or you was really into sneakers. Like, oh, like the Retro 1.
Yeah, I'm not gonna front. I didn't see Jordan. I can't remember seeing Jordan 1s before the 2016, 2015 boom.
Yeah. I can't say like locally here in North Carolina. Like I said, the Retro 1s went quick because Nike didn't release a lot of them because they knew they didn't sell well, and there were certain stores that would get them, so they kind of started being like those. Oh, when those drop? Oh, I didn't know I didn't know those drop. But then eventually it still died down because I remember seeing the Storm Blues $80.
I was in Virginia at the time. Yeah, I was in Virginia at the time, and I remember it was the band, the breads with the X on the back. The band ones dropped, and I was tapped in, and like they dropped, and I was like, bro, I didn't even get a chance to buy them, bro. Like I didn't even know, I didn't know what the details were. This was back when I was calling the Foot Lockers in the area to see if they're getting the pairs and if they're doing raffles and stuff like that.
I think Nike had switched it up and like, hey, we're gonna start releasing these limited, especially the band ones.
Yeah. So they've got a couple more sneakers that just scrolling. I'm seeing some more, but the Stealth 10s and the Steel 10s, but the Steel 10s are coming with a toe cap. Yeah. Now I saw an on-foot picture. I saw somebody was wearing them, and the toe cap didn't look that bad. But
I'll be real with you. The Retro 10 is already a special pair. Like it's already one of those pairs. Kind of like. That. Oh, I was gonna. Whoa! I'm glad I didn't say that. It's one of those pairs you kind of side eye. With this toe cap is really like, yeah. But I still might grab these just because it's still gray, and I've been waiting for these steel grays forever. So definitely you might get my first pair of Retro 10s with a toe cap.
Yeah, I've still got the powder blues. I've got the powder blue 10s, but like
powder blues too.
I was definitely back in, we're talking the era we're talking about is like 2010s, and like I got the New York City 10s because they were supposed to they're close to the OVOs, right? Or the poor man's OVOs. I had the Bulls over Broadway.
No, You said the Statue of Liberty ones?
No. The New York City from the City Pack.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I thought you were the Statue of Liberty. I'm drawing.
Nah, so the Bulls over Broadway, they released the same time as the Statue of Liberty.
They're going crazy with them tins.
Yeah, the double nickel was cool.
Hornets,
I didn't get any of those. I got the double nickels, and
I got double nickels.
If they didn't have the 55 on there, bro, like that would have been perfect. 45. No, I thought it was 55.
Why would it be a 55 on there? Jordan never
double
wore
nickel. No. It's for the 55 points that he scored in the Garden.
Yeah, with the number 45.
Hold on. Double nickel. Jordan 10.
But it's definitely 45 because that's the number he wore. And I'm pretty sure the double nickel still for.
Oh, it is a 45.
I know it's a 45.
I thought it was a 55 on there. No, I'm not saying my pair had a 55 on there because that'd be crazy.
Oh man, my man said it was a 55 on there.
I swore it was a 55, but it's from when he had he got 55 points in the Garden.
That's the the double. I get that's the double nickel reference.
Yeah.
But yeah. Because those originally was the I can't remember
Chicago
tens, and that's why. And again, I get what I could get. I want the Chicago tens. That was the closest thing to them.
Yeah,
I don't care about the 45 being on side. I still got my Chicago tens.
Yeah. But yeah, those are kind of some of the things that are coming out. That this is actually the first year that I'm like really excited about what Jordan's doing. Yeah. But I'm also holding. I'm also kind of reserved. I'm kind of holding reservations for.
Oh yeah.
There may be some disappointment. Like this rare air. I don't know why everybody likes this rare air. Jordan 4.
I think a lot of people are still stuck in the whole what the rare era was for the tour yellows, the ones where you could take the Velcro off, and that was the thing about those.
It does have Velcro. Yeah.
You can take them off and switch it. Reminds you of the tour yellows and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I remember there was a pair of ones that was like that.
Yeah, they're not really speaking to me. So yeah, if I were to make my list of sneakers that I'd be interested in, this is the definitive list. Mm-hmm. I go back. I would do. Still going back. We'll do this one. Nah.
Man,
I would do crazy. The metallics, black metallic 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking. SB4s. Mm-hmm. Maybe the Pure Money 3s. Maybe, depending on how I'm feeling.
I got a Pure Money 4s. Got to get a Pure Money 3s.
Maybe the Grape 5s. Maybe
that's crazy, bro. Maybe for the Grapes.
The white cement 4s.
Getting the
white cement 4s.
Got to get them.
That would be just based off this one picture. What I would get. I'm still holding. I can't even talk. I'm still thinking about the 10s, the steel 10s, but this may be my biggest Jordan year in quite some time. I went 2 years without buying a pair of Jordans.
And you know what? That's exactly what they wanted.
Well,
they want to pull you back in. They're like, wait a minute, where y'all guys going?
Yeah.
We still got it. But with that being said, my guy J Tips tweeted that he might leak a pair here soon. So,
I saw that. Yeah, I did see that.
Leak? Okay.
Because we don't even know what's coming next.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I didn't know there was more because I'm counting.
Yeah. Remember what he said in the pod, right?
So you got two. I don't know if he's counting each shoe or he counts colorways. Colorways, yeah. Because we got the 2 from the Shadow, we got the 2 from the Matrix, and then we got the 2 from the Omnis, and then we got the Gridosaurus. So
and we got 2 from the Grid Shadow too.
That's what I said. The 2 for the Grid Shadows, 2 for the Omnis, 2 for the Matrix, and then the Gridosaurus.
Yeah. We actually got And we got 2 Shadow 6000s too for the little kids. We counting those?
I mean, those are pretty much the Omnis, but they just couldn't use the mold.
Yeah.
So
But do we count those as a completely different model?
I mean, if we count
But
those,
we don't even know what he counts.
I would say, yeah, if we count those, we only got 1 more. But if we don't count those, we got 3 more.
I don't think J Tips is going to slow down. I don't think he's going to slow down.
Why would he?
Right.
Why would he?
So, yeah, I need to see what he's got coming out. So I need J Tips.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna wait because you probably want West Side Gun to kind of ride the wave for a little bit.
Yeah,
and I think they will kind of West Side Gun's collaboration is gonna do well, obviously.
Yeah,
but I feel like as a brand, Saucony probably gonna be like, wait a little bit. We gonna give this man a little shine and give him this nice rollout media and all that, and then once they think we're done, boom, drop yours.
Yeah. That's very exciting. Very exciting time to be in sneakers.
Yeah, I mean, New Balance and them guys are doing some things too.
Man, look, New Balance is gonna keep doing their thing.
I like the concepts. I liked the pair you showed, but I'm liking this other pair they dropping the concept.
The Brute. Mm-hmm. It's another. Then they got another champagne.
Mm-hmm.
Do they?
They got a Valentine's one.
Oh, the pink ones. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's concept.
Yeah, too. That'll be. Man, Dion Point is doing.
Are you?
He's doing some great things.
Are you in
Dion Point?
Yeah.
He will comment on my pictures, and if I share a story, he'll like it or say thank you.
You got the iPad. You got the iPad now. Try the boat.
I could try to get him on the pod.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I get him on the pod. We can ask him what he thinks about the culture, or what he thinks culture means.
Ask him about Tupac. How does he feel about Tupac?
No, bro.
You feel like there's another? Who's this generation Tupac? Do you think it's Valley Boy Kicks?
So who? I've never even heard of him.
The most hated.
Most hated on the internet, on the whole internet.
Where you been, man? You stay on a rock or something?
I know, bro. He's got over 1.5K followers on Instagram, man. The guy is the most hated.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
Let's get into the showcase.
So with that, let's get into the showcase, man. I've got a great pair behind me. Great pair behind me, but you get to go first.
So since we're talking in 2025, we did mention the Fire Red. Yeah,
That's a reflective tongue.
Yep, this is the metallic reflective tongue 3Ms. We still got a little ice on them. I always say, I know a lot of people
that's
say...
That's the 2013... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that's the 2013 pair?
No, I'm sorry. Probably 2015. 2013, I don't have that pair. 2016.
2016, okay.
2019, sorry.
I didn't even realize they dropped in 2019.
Me either.
I was Saucony, bro. Or 2020 if they dropped 2020. I didn't even know they dropped.
No way.
No.
Oh yeah, 2020.
They dropped bro. See, I was fully on New Balance A6. I wasn't even paying attention.
Okay, so yeah, but I was gonna say something, but I'm still gonna say it. I know there's a lot of people pairs that crack and crumble and turn yellow and turn blue, and they always blame it on whether you wear them or not. That has nothing to do with it. It's literally how you store your shoes. Whatever climate you're keeping them in, if you have your shoes sweating for 2 or 3 years, yes, those things are going to disintegrate.
Yeah.
I always say the key to keeping your shoes clean and keeping them ice cold. Keep it cold and don't go from extremely cold to extremely hot, because then your shoes are going to sweat. What you want to stay away from is moisture. Just keep moisture away from your shoes. You don't want to dry them out, which then that'll make them crack and crumble too, because it's just too dry. But yeah, I have no issues with none of my shoes. My fighter jets, they are used pairs, so I don't know how they were stored before they got to me.
Foams have an issue. Foams have issues with sole separation.
But I mean, I got my I don't know how old the asteroids are, but
feel the bottom. Feel if it's squishy or not. I got a lot of phones where the bottom is squishy.
The bottom, the
sole, the sole, like where towards the forefoot.
Yeah.
If you squeeze it, a lot of times you can feel the sole separation underneath there. That's just something I've noticed.
I mean, I got pairs in my collection 10 years plus, 11 years, 12 years, and no separation. Maybe some crack paint. I got on my like 06, 07, Do the Right Thing. Again, used pairs wasn't in my collection. I don't know how they're stored. But other than that, I have no separating shoes, no crack shoes, no problem
same.
shoes.
I've got plenty of sneakers, especially Jordans from like a long time ago, that are still wearable. Now, do I trust that they will get me through a full day? You know, not that they show any signs of wear, but I know that they're old.
I'm not gonna go crazy in them. Like I'm not gonna put my Do the Right Thing 3s and walk 10 miles.
Yeah.
I mean, I might go out to eat or regular day stuff. But
yeah. So we'll go with mine. I have. Do you know what these are?
Have no clue.
Have you? Okay, so this is a New Balance collaboration with Kith. This is the 1700.
Reminds me of
Colorist.
A museum or something like that. Like a art. That's what I thought. That's why I feel like an art exhibit or something.
So it is the Colorist. So this is the. I got to remember that we are also on Apple Music and Spotify, so not everybody can see what I'm holding up. But the shoe is. There are blacks and like blues and yellows and pinks and grays. Like it's a beautiful shoe. There was another pair that was like mostly pink that I also have. But this was a pretty low key release from New Balance and Kith. That, it celebrates people who use color in their work. So like the ad campaign had like florists and they had like painters and stuff like that. Just people who work with combining colors and creating something beautiful from that. So really happy to have these. Yeah, that's it. And the 1700 is a great model too. I think New Balance needs to do more with that.
I'm liking what's that one, that 720 740
740
740
That's a new one, yeah.
And what's the other one? There's another one. It's got like the kind of reminds you of this right here, the Jordan Shark right here.
Oh,
it's 535s, maybe 575s. It's a 5.
Let me see what I got over here. That's a 740. Sorry, I probably have them if. Putting my glasses on like an old man.
The 535 is looking familiar. 575. I should know the 575 is not what 545. Come on, New Balance. Why you doing it like this? I think it's the 535s. I'm almost positive it's 535s. Nah, it ain't the 535. I don't know what pair it is, but it ain't the 535.
Yeah, what colorway are you talking about?
It's not certain colorways. It's the silhouette. Like I'm a fan of 525s. I knew it was close. 525, 725s. The 725s.
Golly, man,
bro. Like this, I don't know why they use 3-digit numbers, man.
It means something. It has to do with like what the sneakers for and stuff like that.
Bro, I asked you that once. I was like, is there a reason why they use those many numbers? Like, no.
I don't think that's true. Oh yeah, you're right.
720.
725.
725. That's the pair that I like.
Yeah.
725s and again what the concepts just do? What did they do?
740.
Yeah, 740s. Yeah. Fan of those. Are you sure it's 740s for the concepts? I don't think it was 740. Not you getting the New Balance wrong. Nah, it's a 740.
Oh, it's a 740.
Come
Come on
Damn.
now. You tried it, bro.
I tried. I ain't gonna lie to you. I tried. I was like, wait a minute, it don't look like it. But yeah, no. But yeah, guys, there's our episode for this week. We will have a guest the following week. We actually got a couple guests. If I can get my man Morgan here to align with the schedule, we'll be all right.
Look, I'm going back to work. And I'm about to be on a regular schedule, so we will be back to your.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be worse.
Nah, because we already know when I'm gonna be.
Yeah,
you already know when I'm gonna be available.
Yeah, no, I like when you're more available, but like I don't know, it's crazy when you're more available, you're not available. But whatever. But yeah, no, yeah. Closing remarks. Yeah,
I feel like it's unfortunate we had to air it out at the beginning.
Unfortunately,
but that's not what this podcast is for. But it needed to be said.
It didn't need to be said. It didn't. I just felt like saying it because, like I said, I really go out of my way not to mention this guy. Like I truly go out of my way not to mention you.
Right.
I take out everything that you've ever said, and then the first opportunity you get, you mention one of us, and I'm just like,
yeah. And then he also mentioned me in the comments. Forgot to say that part. He mentioned me in the comments without using my name. He said,
and that's
something
exactly
about go tell you. And then you tagged me.
That has nothing to do with him.
And then I think he hid my comment because you couldn't see it. I think he hid my response. No, because I still see him. I was looking at it.
Yeah, you can see it because you don't want to post it. But like, I think you're like blocked on his account.
Oh,
so like,
sorry.
I don't think anybody else can see it.
Yeah. Oh well. So, I mean, that's the type of stuff we're dealing with over on TikTok. And like I said, like what we do is we talk about the sneaker community, and whether you like us or not, if you're a part of the sneaker community, this is our podcast. We can talk about whatever we want to talk about, right? We showed you a courtesy by not talking about you. We didn't have to do that.
Might as well talk about what we want to talk about, because
right, exactly, bro.
Just a hint of just a little bit of something. And guess what? They're still talking about me.
Hey, remember when we didn't know what high school Penny Hardaway went to? Who was the first one to bring it up and start hating? Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is our podcast, and we're gonna talk about whatever we want. So, you don't want us to bring your name up. Valley Boy Kicks ruined it for you. He's gonna. He ruined it. We talk about everybody.
Our pastry has been canceled. This ends now. I didn't know that comes from. What was? I can't even think. I think Pineapple Express. But yeah, it is what it is. But after this, there won't be no conversation about it, regardless if he posts anything. Because again, I see what he's trying to do. I know what his intentions are. I know what he's trying to do, and I know what everybody else is waiting for. This is all you're gonna get.
And he's not giving us anything innovative, like anything really that we can talk about. Like, he's not bringing anything to like sneaker news or anything like that. He's not really doing anything interesting. So there's no reason to really talk about him anymore. What we can do is, look at what are the top trending stories, what are some opinions that we have, what are some things that are going on in our lives as far as sneakers go, and we can use that and continue on that way. And
have wonderful conversations with the great guests that we're going to have this year.
Incredible guests. I mean, we've built incredible relationships that I think are worth more than followers that somebody may have.
Yeah, absolutely. But as I always say, guys, love, peace, and sneakers. And be a good person.
So, brothers. Retro 7, retro 3s, Metallic 7, retro 11, sitting on freeze. They got